Hey, what's up, peeps? My name is Lachlan Monroe. You're watching Vinny and Skip on the Best Damn Movie Show on YouTube.com.
Well, welcome back to the Best Damn Movie Show right here on YouTube.com. We're into that final stretch of the show where we talk about movie news and what's going on in the entertainment world of movies. Well, it's announced. Not happy about it.
Ghostbusters.
There's reboot. They're going to reboot it. Bill Murray and Peter Dinklage. Was it Dingaling?
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Great name, anyways. Are rumored for roles.
Oh, really?
But the cast is. We've already called it. Melissa McCarthy was going to be in it. She's one of the main stars. You got Kristen Wiig, which that's total bummer right there. She's a horrible actress.
I love her.
I think a fish in a fishbowl that floats around has better acting career than she does. A lady from Saturday Night Live, Lisa Jones, and Kate McKinnon are the finalized cast. Directed by Paul Feig. Whatever. But
Melissa McCarthy's worked with Paul Feig before on Heat.
Yeah. They want the movie to come out in summer 2015, so they're going to start shooting in June 2015.
And Kristen Wiig has worked with Paul Feig before on The Bridesmaids.
Yes, she has.
So both of them have worked with Paul Feig before.
And they already have the cast down too of what their parts are going to be.
Oh yeah, I've already found out that a couple of them are going to be like college students.
Well, here it is. There's one, Patty. She's an MTA employee who comes across the main ghost. There's one called Jillian, Abel's ghost hunting partner. There's one called Erin Gabler. She is oh God. There you go. You read that one. I can't read that one. What the hell does that mean?
We're academic.
Okay. Academic on a trench track of Columbia. And you have Abby Bergman, a pop physiologist who hunts ghosts for a living, who also used to be Aaron's college and co-author.
Yeah, a lot of these women are just kind of women that are just average workers. One of the ladies is a ghost hunter, and they all get involved in going after this ghost. I think the cast is fantastic. Remember, this is a reboot. This is not a sequel. This is a complete reboot of Ghostbusters.
And you think this is okay?
I think it's okay. I'm really looking forward to that cast. I'm really looking forward to the chemistry that they have. I think they're going to have great comic chemistry. I'm really, really looking forward to this. I mean, it looks like it's going to be comedy gold.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Oh, boy.
I'm looking forward to sitting into a pig pen with a pig. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to sitting into a pig pen with a pig, then watch this hunk of garbage.
Really, I can't. I'm gonna find someone who's got a pig pen that you can go sitting there with, because I think you're gonna miss out. This is gonna be a funny movie, and it's gonna be an entertaining movie. These women are funny women. They're some of the funniest women in comedy and acting today.
Kristen Wiig, really?
I love her. I loved her in the Skeleton Twins.
You would like that hunk of garbage.
I loved, what's the other movie I saw? Oh, I saw another movie earlier this year.
That's why you don't know, because it's such a shitty movie.
Oh, I can't think of what the other one is.
You don't have to.
I like Kristen Wiig. I don't like Melissa McCarthy in anything. I did like her, though, in St. Vincent. St. Vincent, she was fantastic in. Because she played the straight role in St. Vincent.
I already told you, I don't know who's worth. Melissa McCarthy or
Kristen Wiig?
No, or the other fat piece of garbage. What's her name?
Roseanne Barr?
No, the other hunk of garbage that was in None of the Music.
Oh, Rebel Wilson.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know you don't like Rebel Wilson.
Oh my God. So, I'd rather put my hand inside a car door and slam it over and over again to watch that piece of garbage again.
So please don't email or text me.
Hey,
tweet, comment to him. I do not have a problem.
Hey, listen, I'll give you my personal email, okay? Listen. If you want to comment on this, comment. Go to or email me bestinmovieshow@google or yahoo.com. Do Yahoo. bestinmovieshow@yahoo.com and tell me what you think. You can comment all you want. Tell me all the hot garbage that you're going to throw at me. All the crazy baloney bullshit sandwiches you're going to tell me about these horrible actresses. But I tell you what. There's not one lady right now in comedy that is funny. Not one.
Really?
Not one. That's one, and I might be prejudiced. Whatever. Call it as it is. There's not one girl that I think is funny. I think Melissa McCarthy can be funny at times. I kind of like her on Mike and Molly. I did like Identity Theft. Identity Theft. I thought some scenes in Heat were pretty funny. But other than that, I just don't think they can act. I mean, you can throw any stupid blonde in a movie and call her a comedy genius, but I mean, Kristen Wiig. I mean, really, seriously.
She's quirky. She's definitely quirky.
Yeah, you're right. She is quirky.
And I think in that quirky way that she's funny in that quirky way, and she did play a lot of quirky, oddball characters on Saturday Night Live.
She's a screwball.
And I think when she goes into movies, she takes a lot of that away. I like her goofiness in Saturday Night Live. She tends to do more straight roles in her movies. So to see her actually do, this looks like it's going to be funny, and it's going to have a lot of comedy elements. So hopefully Kristen Wiig gets to do more comedy instead of the straight stuff she's been doing.
You know Gilbert Godfrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the parrot in Aladdin is funnier than Melissa McCarthy and all that stupid.
And Kristen Wiig?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the parrot in Aladdin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that parrot in Aladdin was pretty funny, I have to say.
I think the carpet that Aladdin rides on is funnier than those two bitches. Anyways, let's move on before I lose my wig.
Oh! Oh, God.
Well, I saw another trailer for a hunk of garbage coming out called She's Funny That Way. Starring Owen Wilson and it's starring Jennifer Aniston. What a hunk of garbage this is.
Yeah, it didn't look that good to me.
What a hunk of garbage. I mean, really, Hollywood, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? I mean, really? I would rather watch a flea of fish float around the toilet bowl. I really would. With this garbage they're giving me. I mean, really, you're just giving us a bunch of shit. I mean, really. How many Friday the 13th movies do you have to make? I mean, they just said they have a new one coming out called The Ring.
Oh, really?
They're doing another Ring movie.
Oh, God.
Yeah, another Ring movie. They pushed back Friday the 13th remake till next year.
Oh.
I hope you push it back till it falls off a cliff. Okay, just back it off a cliff. Fantastic Four trailer came out this week.
Very good.
Go ahead.
I'm really looking forward to the new Fantastic Four movie. I really like the elements of the trailer. They really, when we heard that it was going to be grounded, now watching the trailer, you really see a grounded Fantastic Four. You see like exoskeletons and stuff like that. You see something that happens, they go off into space and something happens to them. So you see some of the glimpses of their powers, and the Thing looks like he's breaking out of a giant rock. And you see something where Mr. Fantastic's like reaching out, and you look like his arm's going to stretch because that's what he does. You see Human Torch go into a ball of flames. So you see some of the powers in the trailer. You don't see Doctor Doom, but it looks real to me. It looks like they really are going with a really grounded, realistic version of the Fantastic Four. And this is Simon Kinberg, the same writer of X-Men Days of Future Past. So I think they're really going for the same kind of feel, a more modern day feel, something that makes sense in today's society. And hopefully, maybe down the line, we'll see FF and X-Men.
You know what I think it is?
What?
A hunk of hot garbage. That's what it is. It's a bunch
Why
of hot garbage.
why does it look like a hunk of garbage to you?
Because how many more can you make?
Well, it's different writers, different
I don't care if
actors, all of that.
I don't care if Michael B. Jordan's using softer tissue for his ass. I don't care if Charmin's nicer and the other one, Scotch Paper, is softer. I don't care. We've seen it. It's been done. They've made 2 of them. Go on with their lives.
Well, the thing is this: 20th Century Fox owns the rights to the FF, and they don't want the rights to lapse back to Marvel. So they had to make another Fantastic Four movie.
You know what? Can I just say something to you before quick?
Go ahead.
You know when they say things happen for a reason, okay? Well, when you're doing something and you start to do it, but then there's a block or a wall that comes in. You know what that wall means?
It means to stop.
It means to stop. Okay?
Yeah.
Go back in the corner and sit there and pout, or go back to the drawing board and figure something else out. Because if you keep getting blocks and there's things that keep happening, there's no use of trying. It's done. It's over with. It's not going to happen. And that's what makes me mad about this. As you hear these stories like, well, we couldn't do it this time because the funding was bad, or, well, we didn't do this because the actor dropped out. Well, there's a freaking sign. They're not doing it because it's not good. Okay? There's a wall for a reason. I don't understand. I mean,
I like the cast when they announced this cast, and I like Josh Trank, but there has been a lot of turmoil involving this movie because supposedly he went nuts on set, and it's going to ruin his chances to direct a Star Wars movie and all that stuff. So I don't know if the rumors are true, but the trailer looks fantastic. No pun intended.
well, a movie that you want to see coming up, you want to get some screening passes to, 50 Shades of Grey, has got a R rating just announced.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of sexual content in this movie and in the book. So it doesn't...
Did you read the book?
No, I did not read the book, but I know
That's how I know you're
women,
straight.
a lot of women read this book and this series of books, and there's a lot of sexual explicit material in this movie. So I don't think young girls should be seeing this, and I think rated R means they have to go with their parents, and I think that's a good thing. I think this is something adults should watch and not teenagers, unless their parents are saying, okay, Bobby Sue, Brittany, whatever, Courtney.
Well, I got a message for Bobby Sue and her parents out there, okay? If you let Bobby Sue's parents, if you let your daughter or your son go see this, you're a horrible parent, okay? That goes for everybody out there. Everybody. I don't care if you're the Pope's daughter. I don't care if you're Obama's wife. I don't care. You're horrible parents, okay? Anybody that takes their kids to see a movie like Jackass or a rated R movie or NC-17, you're a horrible parent. You don't care. You shouldn't be a parent. That's what I think about that.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of parents take their daughters to see it.
I know, and they're foolish.
I've been wondering how many fathers would take their daughter to see that.
Well, I mean, hell, if you're going to take your daughter to see that, why don't you take them to Rachel's or a strip club?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference?
It makes sense. It makes complete sense.
I mean, really? What's the difference between your daughter watching a movie and going, why don't you start buying a porn? There are a lot of Janet Jameson out there. Why don't you go buy, what's that big guy with the 20-inch slong? What's his name?
I don't know.
What's his big...
How would I know that?
The fat guy that has this 20-inch slong comes out.
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy. Weighs 360 pounds, has an 8-inch dick or some shit. But take your parents to see him. See that hunk of garbage.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, I don't understand this next story. Why? I don't understand. You told me earlier that they were trying to do a movie earlier in the 90s with Danny DeVito and Jim Carrey. I don't understand why. Those two actors don't even remotely make sense.
Well, they were in the movie about what's the Taxi, the guy that was in Taxi, Andy Kaufman. Both of them, Danny DeVito and Jim Carrey, were in the Andy Kaufman movie.
I know.
So they starred in a movie together, and it was one of Jim Carrey's best movies.
The new Jetsons animated movie to be developed. Warner Brothers is in development of an animated Jetsons movie after years of trying. There you go. There's that word again. Trying. There. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, the word trying, you know what it does is, the word trying, it spells itself out on paper. Trying, okay? If you keep hearing the word trying, you gotta stop. Just drop it. I mean, God. You know how a fat guy drops his pants in the middle of Times Square? Stop! I mean, look at the naked cowboy. He plays his guitar in the free 20-degree weather. He don't care. Shit stains at all. He's out there jamming along. Country tunes. Achy Breaky Hearts is hit. Anyways, I'll let you read the next story about the crow. It's the director. He starts talking and everything.
Okay, let me read the story. Director Corin Hardy discusses his approach to the in-depth development reboot of the 1994 cult classic The Crow, which recently lost star Luke Evans. This is what the director has to say. It's still early days on that, but what I can say for now is that I'm a huge fan of both the first film and James O'Barr's graphic novel. I was obsessed with The Crow when I was growing up. When I heard about the remake, what I thought could be very interesting today, 20 years later, especially with this whole Marvel Universe that's happened, is that The Crow always stood as an outsider to me. I kind of felt he would be right character for me if I got a chance to do it. Now that I have gotten the chance to do it, I'm very much going back to the graphic novel, particularly looking into the illustrations themselves as much as the story and picking out all those beautiful ideas and details that I haven't really been used to yet. I also want to open the story up in such a way that The Crow is now part of a world where there are the Marvel movies and the Dark Knight movies. I intend to be incredibly emotional and brutal and all the things you want from a Crow film. I want to make a movie that I would have wanted to see as a huge fan of The Crow. Wow. I'll tell you what, if that's the way that guy's going, that's the whole way he's trying to make a Crow movie, I can't wait to see it. I feel bad that Luke Evans left the movie because I would have liked to see Luke Evans in that role. But that's a movie I would really interested to see.
I wish I can agree with you. I really do.
Really?
I mean, it's burning me inside in my gut that I wish I can agree with you.
Wow.
I'm fucking kidding. I'm just, you know how I feel about remakes. It's a bunch of hot garbage.
Well, we know Jason Lee is Brandon Lee died making that movie, and a bullet was in a gun that was shot at him that wasn't supposed to have a bullet in it.
And it was probably somebody on set did not like Jason Lee and
Brandon Lee.
Whatever. Brandon Lee, Jason Lee, they're all the same. Didn't like him on set, and he said something that he shouldn't have said, and bam. That's what you get. Karma's a bitch.
And it's sad. I think
it's sad.
It's one of those movies that it's a cursed movie because of something like that happened. So I don't know if it's, and I'm thinking maybe Luke Evans leaving and some of the things that have happened. Maybe this is a franchise you kind of want to stay away from in a way, you know.
Yeah.
But what other stories do we have?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Well, I have a story I want to.
That's right. You have a story to end us off with.
Yeah, we have. We're wearing Martin Scorsese shirts, so I have a story about Martin Scorsese's new movie Silence. Just last week, it came out that Martin Scorsese couldn't get Hollywood studios to finance his movie about two Jesuit priests in Victorian days, starring Andrew Garfield and Liam Neeson. And he had to go to outside sources overseas, I believe in Japan or in other countries, to get financing for this movie. And it was just sad. It was just sad to me that even though I wasn't a big fan of The Wolf of Wall Street, that a man of this caliber, a director of this caliber, who's made hit after hit after hit, probably one of the best filmographies in the history of filmographies by directors, that he has to go and beg outside sources for money to make him this movie.
I'll tell you what I think about him.
What?
He's cheap.
What do you mean he's cheap?
He's cheap.
He won't use his own money?
Yeah, he's broke. He's a piece of shit.
Really? Martin Scorsese? Really?
Well, I mean, you got $1 million in the bank. You can't fund a movie? Really?
Well, I mean, movies are more than... The director doesn't get the amount of money the actors get, or the producers, or the studio gets. They get a salary to do a job.
You can't have a business plan where it's like, all right, listen, I'll put up $4 million. You put up the other whatever it is, and we'll make the movie.
I'm not even... Sure, maybe he did put some of his own money up, for all we know. You know what I mean? But I mean, if Martin Scorsese says I'm making a movie about two Jesuit priests during the Victorian age, I still, if I'm Warner Brothers, Paramount, Fox, I'm like, okay, how much does the movie cost? You're Martin Scorsese. Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Gangs of New York, The Aviator, The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, Vinny.
Yeah.
I mean, that says it all.
I know. I'm making a movie too. It's about two gay cowboys that they ride gay horses. It's something called Yeehaw.
And you want me to give you some money while I'm broke? I'm the wrong guy to give you
Yeah,
money.
I want you to give me some. I'm only asking for $4 of my lunch money to make it.
All right, well, I understand where you come from. You
Well-
don't think he should put his own money into it. So.
I think he should put his own money if he wants to get it done. I feel like he should have a better business plan.
Yeah. all
I
right,
mean, this guy,
understand.
you praise him and he talks about this and he has all these movies and these hit classics and, it just wonder. I wonder why. It puzzles me why a company wouldn't invest money into a Scorsese whatever
Martin Scorsese.
movie. I mean, if he's such a great director and he's had such great, projects, why wouldn't they fund him?
I'm thinking it's got to be the movie itself. It's got to be a movie, the subject matter. Two Jesuit priests in the Victorian age.
I don't know what to tell you there. That's all the time we have for us this week. You want to say anything?
No. We just got Black Sea tomorrow, and we got Jupiter Ascending and Seventh Sun next week.
Yep. I want to lead us off with, I'm glad we get to see Linkin Park. Because 3 days later he breaks his leg. Stupid fool.
So, hey.
Chester
we're the lucky
Bennington,
ones. Orlando was the lucky one. Chester Bennington, get well, my friend.
Get well. Shake a leg.
Don't break a leg.
Oh,
Shake
that's all break a leg, yeah. Well, until next week, I'm your husband, Spada.
I am Skip.
And we'll see you
At the movies.
at the movies. Good night, everybody.
Oh, God.
Oh, break a leg.